the 69th annual Concours d'Elegance. And here with me, I have a longtime resident, Jamie Smith, that has so much history with Monterey Car Week. We're so glad that you're joining us this morning.
Thank you. It's great to be here. It's exciting. The energy leading up to the event is just amazing, and just being here and feeling all of the, just hearing the stories that people are talking in the background in your conversations at the restaurant and or walking along the beach, and everyone has a piece of like why they're here, and they want to share it. And so thank you for having me. I'm really excited to be able to share my thoughts and stories and be here with you guys today.
So today, what are some of maybe the new technology in the cars that you're looking at and that you're really excited about?
Yeah, I think that right now we're definitely in an era where there's the convergence of the past, the present, and then where we're headed, which is electronic vehicles and battery-operated vehicles that have amazing speed and technology and are really taking us into the next generation of the automotive scene. So it's wonderful to be here. Today's Sunday, last formal day of Car Week, but we're here to really look at the past. This is the classics, highlighting the classics, but also seeing, what new technology is out here.
So we're so glad you're with us today. Thank you so much for joining us, and stay with us because there's a lot more to come here on the California Scene, Channel 15. I'm Rozia Pollock. Thank you.
This is another 1909 Thomas Flyer. This is a funny passenger touring owned by the Keller family in Petaluma, California. Now that is sponsored by the candy store. Hamilton of Washoe Valley, Nevada.
I think he had this 2000. We could buy it 2000.
Here we are again, California Scenes, Comcast TV15. I'm Rozia, speaking with one of the guests here at the Concours d'Elegance, Teresa Renico. So Teresa, tell me about your experience so far at Monterey Car Week.
Well, we started in Seattle, Washington with the Motoring Classic Group that has been coming for like the last 15 years. And we had an 8-day drive down through scenic routes and staying in fun places every night, doing wonderful events. And then when we got to Pebble Beach, of course, they had a fantastic reception for us. We also participated in the Pebble Beach Concours d'Elegance. We drove our 36 Bentley down because, of course, this is the 100th year of Bentley, W.O. Bentley celebration.
Personal fan of Bentley myself.
Great. So we drove with a lot of the cars that are behind me here, and had a great time with them yesterday at Laguna Seca as well. So we drove around the track a couple times for the famous corkscrew. That was a blast. And So we've just had nothing but wonderful time here. The weather's been fantastic, and everybody's been friendly and having a good time. So of course that just adds to it.
I think this event and events across the United States like this, the Concours d'Elegance, brings that energy, because there's so much history you want to share, and there's that passion you want to share. You can't, like you were saying earlier, you don't want to just keep that to yourself. It's an experience you want to share.
I've been to a couple of the forums at the inn in the Spanish Bay, and they were exactly talking about that. You need to, Craig Jackson talked about going out and driving your cars. You know, the reason we have these cars is because we enjoy driving them, and they're so much fun. And so joining in with everybody else and the motoring classics, and of course we tend to like the pre-war cars, but it creates a very wonderful sense of
100th anniversary in some style. Three of the world's most famous Bentleys. Thank you. Three blows of the four that were built by Tim Birkin. The first one at the front, at your left, is owned by Chip Connor in Hong Kong. It's a 1928 Bentley 4.5 supercharged Bentley Plus, and it was the very, very first car. City car, one with the Amherst famous Bentley boy. In the middle is a wonderfully original car owned by Bentley Motors. We're very grateful for them to be here. And third place is the 1929 Lower Bentley owned by Ralph Lauren.
And what is the job of a docent?
And hopefully you can watch it again. In second place,
Design General Motors. Stefan Seeloff, Crew England, Director of Design, Mulliner Coach Building, Bentley Motors.
That car in the front there.
Hello again. So here we are at the Concept Lawn. We've got an array of exotic cars from Lamborghini to the Infiniti, Project Black S, and this beautiful Bugatti. There's a lot of luxury cars out here. We have many more to see when we head out to the beach. We'll be back with more. Here I am so excited to introduce to you Donald Osborne, ASA. So glad you're here.
It is terrific to be here. I mean, Pebble Beach and the Monterey Car Week are one of the highlights of my year. It is also my second busiest work week of the year, so while everybody else is enjoying these beautiful cars in this incredible setting in a relaxing manner, I'm working, but I'm pretty lucky to do the work that I do.
So if someone wants to learn more about your programs, because you have many hats, if you will, right? So give us some of your titles, and also where if someone wants to learn from you your programs on TV, where can they find those?
Well, I appear regularly on Jay Leno's I appear regularly on Jay Leno's show, Jay Leno's Garage, in a segment called Assess and Caress with Donald Osborne, in which Jay and I discuss the characteristics of cars and also how those characteristics have affected their value in the last 5 years.
So what's in your car collection? What will we find in your garage?
My garage is very small, and there's a reason for that. It's a practical one. I travel constantly for my work, all across the United States to Europe and Japan for my work, and so cars need to be driven. All these wonderful cars that are here at the Pebble Beach Concours d'Elegance are really special because when the Concours instituted the tour, I'm terribly sorry, so the Tour d'Elegance, it became a real hallmark of the cars because they proved that they could run. Driving a 50-mile tour is a very arduous thing for an old car, but it shows how we should really enjoy these cars. They must be driven. In my garage, I like Italian cars, and I have a couple of old vintage Italian cars, a 1960 Fiat 1500 Oscar Pininfarina Coupe, a very rare car, one that they only made 300 of, and it's a great car, fun to drive. I take it out on rallies and tours and really enjoy it.
I saw actually that car in your footage somewhere. I actually did see that car, and it's beautiful. So today, looking at all these amazing cars and all the history, if you were to pick one or two, tough question.
It's a really tough question, and there's sort of a game that goes along with car enthusiasts to try to walk through this field and identify the candidates that might be someone for best of show. And I'd have to say that probably my pick in this field, which is honoring Bentley, among other things, is a wonderful 8-liter Bentley convertible bodied by Murphy in Pasadena. The only American-bodied 8-liter Bentley. It's a stunning car. Big, black, imposing, but sporty and elegant at the same time. But yeah, it's almost impossible. It's like choosing your favorite child. You know, it's absolutely amazing. Every one of these cars is just spectacular, and the owners and the restorers and the people that care for these cars have done such work to bring these jewels and to share them with the public. That's what it's all about. Owning a great car and keeping it locked away in the garage is not a great thing, but to bring them out here and to share them with thousands of people, and indeed millions through the media, is really the best thing. That's what's best for our car hobby.
And you go way back with the Concours d'Elegance. You started back in 1986, I believe. So it's evolved. And it's just so incredible how everybody gets into character now. So what do you find most fascinating from 2019, starting out in 1986 to 2019?
Well, certainly things have certainly changed here at the Pebble Beach Concours d'Elegance, as in the entire Monterey week. You used to actually be able to come here for a long weekend and do every event and see everything you possibly can. It's much too big now. But this event itself hasn't really changed that much in character, except for the fact that obviously the crowds are bigger now than they were in 1986. But I think the quality of the cars has improved year after year. People ask me often, why do you come to Pebble Beach every year? Why have you come for so long? And I always give them 3 reasons. One, because I work in the classic car business, so it's my busiest work week of the year. The second is the fact that it's an international trade show. I get to see friends of mine from all over the world that come here every year, and I get to see them here. The third reason, and probably the most important for me, is that every year here at the Pebble Beach Concours d'Elegance, I see a car I have never seen before in my life, or one that I've only ever seen in a little black and white picture. And when I see it, it's amazing. It renews my enthusiasm for this, and reminds me that not only is this more than work, but I'm incredibly lucky to do the work that I do, and it makes me feel like the 8-year-old boy that just discovered cars for the first time.
So have you ever picked Best in Show, picked one in advance and it actually won?
I have actually a number of times, including last year. I was dead on with the Best in Show pick.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, we appreciate your time so much. You bring so much to, the history, bringing technology of today and combining it with history, and we really appreciate that, because someone like me that doesn't know a lot about cars, I'm learning a lot. And again, going to the website and seeing your footages there, it's a great place to learn if you want to know more about new cars, old cars. He has, Mr. Osborne has so much information, and so thank you for your time, and have a great day today.
My pleasure. I can't help but have a great day today, and you do too.
Thank you so much. Here we are, live at Pebble Beach, California Scene TV15.
Swedish GT champion, twice with the car, and out of 11 cigars, this car won every single race. Congratulations to Robert Ingram, and many thanks for bringing it here.
Simplest concept of how to make a car. Like, if I knew nothing about cars, so you make a car, this is how I do it.
We're just going to fall. Racing. First to pull up, it's not necessarily numeric order. First car to pull up, number gold number 2, and in the middle, gold number 3, and a grey car on the right, gold number 1.
Speaking to the owner Jeffrey Fisher. He's here today with his family, and he's going to tell us a little bit about this beautiful Bugatti T57.
Type 57, right? Good. It's a Type 57 1939 Bugatti, Type 57C for supercharged car, which is an attachment to the motor that gives it extra horsepower, and it's a great automobile. It's a Stelvio, which is the type of body, which is a convertible, as you can see, and it was bodied by Gangloff, which is the coach builder, primary coach builder for Bugatti back in the day.
So I saw the judges opening the vehicle to look underneath the hood. What is it that they look for? And when they turned it on, what are they listening for?
At Pebble Beach, especially, it's all about authenticity. It's all about having what was supposed to be in the car more or less the day it was born, right? So what they're looking for is to see that it is exactly what it's supposed to be. They're very knowledgeable, so they know what they're looking for. They know whether the hose clamps are the type that were used in 1939, whether the supercharger perhaps was an add-on supercharger, which happened a lot. And so that's what they're looking for when they listen to the motor, and when they stand in the back, they ask you to rev it up a little bit. They just are generally listening for the condition of the engine, which, you know, those of us that know what it's supposed to sound like know what it's supposed to sound like. So it's, you know, it's all those things to try to, you know, document the originality of the car.
So with this particular car, because I understand you have many in your collection, what did you find the most challenging in this restoration process?
I didn't restore the car, so that was one of the beauties for me, you know, is that it has been a real, authentic, original. Of course, it's been restored, but 35 or 40 years ago, all we really wanted to do was maintain the car mechanically and drive the car and enjoy it.
So being from West Palm Beach, coming out to the West Coast, what's the process of transporting the vehicle safely to this destination?
Well, there are various companies, enclosed car carrier companies that specialize in classic cars, and we use one, and they're always wonderful, and they take care of the cars, and very well done.
So here at Pebble Beach, you being from West Palm, it's just in a beautiful location. What's one of your favorite things to do with your family when you come out to this event?
Well, we drive the tour. That's the deal, right? Thursday, the tour, whatever it is, 65 or 70 miles, you know, down along the Big Sur and back in a car like this.
From the Netherlands, I think you've been here some time.
And they were all sold by Bugatti.
Hi, my name is Adi, and I drive a 2019 Maserati GT Gran Turismo. And next year we're going to be in Geneva, Switzerland for the next year's show, and I hope to see you there. Thank you so much for being here.
Where are you from?
We're from Willow Glen, San Jose.
California, USA.
California, baby.
Hey, Niners, Raiders.
Yeah, 49ers, baby, all the way.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Bye.